Now let's discuss how to determine the optimum cash balance. First of all, let us understand what is optimal cash balance and why optimum cash balance is required. So, optimum cash balance is required for day-to-day, for day-to-day operations of the business. Let me on the pointer. So optimum cash balance is required for carrying out the day-to-day operations of the business. A cash balance should neither be less nor be more. Okay, if this is the condition, then um, the cash balance should be what should be optimum. Okay, let's discuss what is the problem if it is more, if the cash is more within a company. Means there is idle cash balance, and idle cash balance comes with a cost. Okay, and what is the problem if there is the shortage in cash? So it will leads towards the operational difficulties. Okay, so what is optimum cash? For that, there are some mathematical models that are available, which are going to tell us how to find what is optimum cash balance. So this mathematical model can be divided uh, into two types. Okay, can it can be divided into inventory type model. Okay, it can be divided into inventory type model, and it can be divided into stochastic model. Okay, in inventory type model we have William J. Baumol's economic order quantity or EOQ model. Okay, the same model can be used for determining the optimum cash. For using this model, we should know the cash flow. Okay, so if we are using this model, we should know the cash flow in advance. Okay, so it means the cash flow should be predictable in nature. So what if we do not know the cash flow, or the cash flows are unpredictable? Means uh, the cash flows are stochastic in nature. So for that purpose we will be using the stochastic model. Okay, and in stochastic model the cash demand is what is unknown, or it is not known in advance. So for that, there is a separate model available. So we have already discussed that. So let's now discuss or focus on Baumol's economic order quantity model. Okay, so Baumol economic order quantity model was proposed in 1952. Okay, what this model says, this model tell us how to find optimum cash. So what is optimum cash? Optimum cash is um, level of cash at which the carrying cost and transaction cost are what are minimum. So if I'm asking what is optimum cash, so optimum cash is the level at which the carrying cost and the transaction cost are at minimum level. Okay, so what is carrying cost? So carrying cost is nothing but the cost of holding the cash. Okay, by holding the cash means the company is not investing that cash anywhere. Okay, means the company is foregoing certain return. So it is the cost which is foregone on what, on marketable securities. By holding the cash you are losing income which otherwise could have been earned by investing the cash in marketable securities. Okay, so that is So that is all about the carrying cost. And now what is the transaction cost? So transaction cost is simply the cost of converting the marketable securities into cash. Okay, so transaction cost is what? Cost of converting marketable securities into cash. That means the cash is in the form of marketable securities, and um, for your cash requirement you are converting the marketable securities into cash. Okay, and that has a cost like the clerical cost, brokerage cost, and registration cost. Okay, so this is all about the transaction cost. So how this optimum cash can be identified or found using the economic order quantity model. So economic order quantity model gives a model where the optimum cash balance, which is denoted by C, can be found by using the formula, and the formula is square root of 2u, okay, multiply by what? Multiply by p divided by s. Here C stands for optimum cash balance, whereas U stands for annual cost, and U stands for annual cash disbursement, which can be either annual or it can be either monthly. Okay, and P stands for fixed cost per transaction, and S stands for opportunity cost per rupee. Okay, which may be um, as per annum or as per month. So if we try to plot, so what if we are going to plot this economic order quantity model? So plot would look like that. Okay, um, so this is basically the plot of economic order quantity model. Okay, here in the vertical axis we have cost. Okay, and we have levels on horizontal axis. It means when your level is low, level of what? Level of cash. So when your level is low, the cost is low, and when the level goes up, the cost goes up. But what we want an optimum level of cash where both the cost, I mean the holding cost and transaction cost, will be at its optimum. Okay, so the total cost um, should also be at its minimum. Okay, so in holding the cash you have something called holding cost. Okay, which will keep on increasing. The holding cost will keep on increasing with the level increases. Okay, as the level of cash increases, cash balance increases. Okay, the holding cost is also increasing. Okay, and for carrying cost, the cost, you have something called as transaction cost. Okay, which keeps on decreasing. So transaction cost keeps on decreasing when the level of cash goes up. Okay, so when the level of cash goes up, the transaction cost keeps on decreasing. Okay, but we are concerned about what? We are concerned about the level at which the holding cost and transaction cost will be at its minimum. So this is the point where the holding cost and transaction cost intersect. This point is known as the optimum cash level or optimum cash balance. Okay, so we are concerned about the level at which the holding cost and transaction cost will be at its minimum. So the point is here, and the point at which the total cost would also comes down. Okay, so here the point at which the both the costs are intersecting, the total cost is also coming down, and from this point, okay, and from this point it keeps on increasing, means total cost keeps on increasing or it goes up. Okay, so total cost is minimum at this point. Okay, and this point or this level is known as the optimum cash balance or optimum cash point. So there are certain assumption, means economic order quantity model basically works on few assumptions. The first one is we are sure about the cash flows, or the cash flows can be predictable, or the cash flows are what? Cash flows are known. Second is cash usage is uniform. Okay, so but in the real world it cannot be possible. Okay, so these are basically the assumption. The second assumption is cash usage is uniform. The third assumption is we have assuming that the holding and transaction costs are known. Okay, holding and transaction costs are known means they are constant. Okay, means they are not changing at any instance. So I hope the concept of optimal cash balance is clear. Just go through the videos and solve the problem which I have kept at the end of this video. Okay, and let me know the answer on Google Class. Thank you.